Hey everyone, you're watching We Had That, and today I'm going to be talking about one of my absolute favorite Mythic Legions figures. The problem is, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. Baalam? Balaam? Balaam? Balam? Baalam? Everywhere I've looked, it seems like there's yet another pronunciation for this guy. I think I'm going to go with Balaam. I don't know if that's correct, but it feels pretty natural for me to say. Anyway, in researching the pronunciation, I found several references to this name being both a surname for several people of note and also a word for jaguar in Mayan. So I think at least I know where the Four Horsemen got the name for this figure. When I started collecting Mythic Legions figures, there were a few that really caught my eye. Cronow was the one that got me started with the line, and Juno the Crusher was one that I thought I'd pick up even if I didn't collect any of the others. But Balaam was another one that I wanted early on. I typically only pick up Mythic Legions figures when I can get them for less than the retail price because I can't really afford many at $50 each plus shipping. But Balaam wasn't available anyway when I first started collecting, unless I wanted to pick him up on eBay for even more than the retail price. It took a while, but I finally added him to my collection, and I think the wait only made me appreciate him even more. Balaam is from the Mythic Legion's Advent of Decay wave. He's a powerful master of the magical arts with direct ties to the great beasts of the First Age. He's able to communicate with the animals around him and harness their powers. He's also a member of the mysterious Convocation of Bassylia, a small group of elite magical warriors. Balaam is the only figure I have from this faction, but really, I don't pay much attention to the official storylines anyway. I just get the figures that look cool. And he does look cool. As with the majority of Mythic Legions figures, most of the parts for this guy are reused from Wave 1, but the paint scheme is new and looks awesome. The base color for his armor is a metallic violet with gold trim and teal accents. These colors combine into a very sharp look for this figure. His head, on the other hand, was a unique sculpt when the figure first came out in 2017. Both the sculpt and the paint on the head are amazing, and that's a big part of why I like the figure so much. He also came with a tail that has a paint job to match the head. This head sculpt, along with the tail, was used for a tribute to Battlecat from the Masters of the Universe line in the form of the figure Kauros in 2018, and it was used again in 2019 for a tribute to the Masters of the Universe character Panther with the Mythic Legions figure Purplor. Both of those figures are also cool, and it would be tough for me to pick a favorite of the three. Balaam arrived armed with 3 weapons. First, he has a teal sword with a gold handle. The sword itself has been included with many other figures, but this color combination is unique to this figure. He also comes with a khopesh in the same colors, teal blade with a gold handle. And third, he has a golden magical staff with a detachable golden fork at the top. The topper is accented with blue jewels and decorated with mysterious runes. Most of the Mythic Legion's knights come with removable shoulder armor, and Balaam is no exception. I think he looks great both with and without the 2 pauldrons. He comes with a brown belt with a slit to hold a sword or a knife, which is also included with most other Mythic Legions figures, but in this case, I actually haven't used the belt at all. It just doesn't look right to me on this figure. Most of my Mythic Legions figures have also included 2 wing attachments and a third piece, which I've heard is either an extender for the wing attachments or a clip to attach a shield to the figure's back. So far, I've never used any of these pieces. Lastly, Balaam has an alternate head. I feel like including a second alternate head with the Mythic Legions figures adds a good bit of value to the figure, and I'm much more likely to buy a figure if an alternate head is included. In this case, the alternate head is a repaint of a knight helmet that's been used before, now in violet and gold with a teal plume, but I like this head a lot. When I switched out the heads, the helmeted head doesn't quite fit right with the collar or neck armor or whatever you want to call it, so when I put the helmeted head on the figure, I remove the collar. It's nice that we have the option of removing the collar, and it can easily be put back on if we choose. Not only does the helmeted head work well as an alternate head, but I think it also looks good as a helmet that Balaam can just hold. So in conclusion, I really like this figure a lot. Everything from the head sculpt to the paint details to the accessories really makes him stand out to me. He's one of the few figures that looks so cool with both heads that I really would like to pick up a second one just so that I can display them both at the same time. But with so many great Mythic Legions figures available and so little money to spend on them, there are plenty of other figures I'd rather pick up before I start getting into duplicates. What do you think of the Balam figure specifically, and what do you think of the Mythic Legions line in general? Do you have any of these awesome figures in your collection? Tell me in the comments below. Also, please give this video a like, share it on social media. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe to my channel and hit that notifications bell. And one last thing, if you're a fan of toys, you should know about ToyLanta, the biggest toy show in the southeastern United States, held annually just north of Atlanta, Georgia. Visit ToyLanta.com for more information. As always, thanks for watching.